Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered, and this time we're continuing our look at the Project A-Spec cars with the 1999 Mazda RX-7 Okura Rotary Racing GT300 car. This is one of several GT300 cars added with the Project A-Spec mod, and they get very weird, as I'm sure you'll see later. There is some very interesting cars in this category, so you perhaps might be wondering why I started with an RX-7, but believe me, this car is interesting in its own right. This car is powered by a 3-rotor 20B motor, and I believe it was originally supported by Mazda Speed, although eventually they would end up pulling out. I can't quite find out how well this car did in JGTC, but by looks of what I can find, not great is the answer for that, hence why Mazda Speed sort of gave up supporting this team. This car would eventually go abandoned, although since then it's actually been restored and currently resides in New Zealand, I believe, which is interesting. So at least they kept this car alive. Now, of course, we did have a GT300 RX-7 go around the course in the base game, the RE Amemia car, which was very, very quick. Actually, that's set, I believe, around a 28.768. There it is. This car will not be as quick as that one because, as with the GT500 cars in this mod, these cars have been balanced to where they were in real life. In terms of the RE Amemia, that car in the base game has around 430 horsepower, I believe. So it is very overrated to what it should be, because what it should be is, well, it's in the name, GT300. It should be around about 300 horsepower, which is what this car is. So this might be a bit of a slow one, but still, at least it is realistic. Front engine, rear-wheel drive, 295 horsepower, 1,050 kilograms. Of course, in case you're wondering, in the 8-spec mod, the RE Amemia car has been rebalanced to go along with its, well, what it would have made in real life. So all the GT300 cars are balanced, in case you were curious. It's just around this course, obviously, we ran the versions of the cars in GT2 Plus, which means they're more realistic. Oh, well, they're more not realistic. Sure. Anyways, to find out how the Mazda RX-7 Okura Racing gets along, it is going to have 6 laps of the Motorsports Line track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Makes an interesting noise, it does have to be said. Our current leader is the Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak version. That car's at a time of a 25.696. This car is, of course, unlikely to beat that. Speaking of unlikely to beat that, the current quickest Project A-Spec car is the Mitsubishi HSR Concept. That car's at a time of a 27.811. So, yeah, interesting to say the least. Was the HSR last time out. Very quick car. So, interesting. I think, I could be wrong here, this may be the only RX-7 that has ever gone around this course that wasn't turbocharged. Obviously, a lot of the RX-7s are turbocharged, and that's how you get the most power out of them. So I think this may be, in fact, this might even be the first Rotary to ever run around this course that wasn't turbocharged, which is interesting. Does just about break into the under 30 club, which is surprising and sort of goes to show how good this car is to drive. I'm pleasantly surprised by this. Obviously, a 300 horsepower race car should be fairly compliant. I mean, it shouldn't really have too many issues going down the road at that point when it only has this amount of power. But I do have to say, most A-Spec cars can be a little bit on the understeery side, even for me. This is very nice to drive, very active on the turn. In fact, it's almost a bit of a downfall through that quick section there on the grass, because the car sort of is so reactive it wants to carry itself off, which is interesting. But no, it's actually a really nice car to drive for this. I am pleasantly surprised by the Okura Rotary Racing. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. That's why I keep saying it, because I need to really just highlight to the world how much I don't know Japanese, I don't speak Japanese, I'm not a weeaboo, so, sorry. Anyways, all I do is drive a Honda. That's the only bit of Japaneseness in my life. And in fact, it's a CRV, so it's built in China. Anyways, yeah, there's not really much to say about this that hasn't already been said. Good car. Obviously, if you try and push it, it doesn't quite respond particularly well. It likes doing what it's doing, and that's it. And again, sort of, the more you try and push this, especially over the grass, it does get a little bit reactive, but we still manage to get a pretty good lap time out of the Okura, and yeah, be interesting to see where it goes. It is about a second off of the Aria Memia, but again, say this is 100, sort of 130, 140 horsepower down on that, pretty good. And yeah, you can sort of see there, very easy car to drive, hence why the quickest lap was as quick as it was. Anyways, a 29.878 will place this into 219th place. Goes in between the Mazda Demio A-Spec and the Acura Integra Type R. Yes, I agree, that doesn't sound very impressive, but remember, this is the first of a series of A-Spec GT300 cars to go around. In terms of sort of cars around this, it's quicker than Nissan Skyline GTS4, quicker than Tomi Kaira R, quicker than the Venturi Atlantique 300 bi-turbo, BMW 328 Ci. It is quicker than the RX-7 GTX, the 1990 version of this car, so that is good. It's quicker, you know, in terms of RX-7s, quicker, or the RX-7 Type R is slightly quicker than this, the Type RZ is slightly quicker than this. Obviously, sort of, as an out-the-box car, this is going to be quicker than a stock RX-7. When you upgrade an RX-7, chances are around most tracks, it's probably going to be quicker than this is, but that's sort of the price you pay for these cars being accurate in terms of their statistics. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I'll be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.